Hi, today I'm going to be showing you how you make a dashboard that is able to track your progress towards goals that you lay out. Um, so first off, to create a dashboard, you're going to go up to this top square right here with the three dots and three rows. You're going to click the dashboards icon, and then you're going to click Create Dashboard in the top right up here. It's going to ask you to create a title for your dashboard and add any tags. These are essentially how ArcGIS sorts things in folders. It's important to tag your things well so that you're able to find it later, and you can write a quick summary of it if you want, so that anybody looking at this knows what it is, and it lets you choose what folder. So I'm going to save it to the BWSR Academy folder, and I'm going to create the dashboard. After you give it a couple of seconds to load, it'll bring you to this screen where it tells you where you're able to put in all of the data and graphs and gauges and maps and all that other stuff. So you can start it off by clicking this plus right in the center. It'll give you all the different options of the types of data you can display. For simplicity, the first one we're going to choose is table. And then we're going to go looking through our ArcGIS Online folders to go ahead and find the layer that we want. For us, the one that we're going to be looking for is this projects layer. So this Academy Projects demo video. Going to load that in and select grouped values as the table type. And for the category field, we're going to go ahead and put water body because we're going to be sorting by lakes today. And then value fields, we're going to show, we want to show the amount of money spent. We're going to change that to sum so that we can see the actual total of all of the projects. And then we're going to see the phosphorus reduction. Change that to sum so that we can see the total pounds of phosphorus removed per year. And then we're also just going to add an object ID count so that we can see how many projects were done. And you can rearrange those on the tables just by dragging up or down. We're going to have it sort by the water body, and then we're going to do sort ascending, so that it's in alphabetical order going down. So once those are submitted, we go ahead and click Done. So once we have that table all now loaded in, we can go ahead and click the Add Element button, which is now moved to the top left after you've added your first way to display your data. And it'll create these pluses all over the screen where you can choose where to add. So I want to put it on the right here. I'll click Gauge. We'll click the projects. And then we can say we want it to be the sum of phosphorus removal as the data we're trying to display. So summed all together, we have 8 pounds of phosphorus removal per year. And then we're going to go to the maximum value, change it to statistic, so that we can pull from a different layer. So then we're going to choose our goals layer, which has just all of our goals that we are setting out to try and accomplish for phosphorus reduction. Then we're going to change that statistic also to sum of phosphorus. So there we go. If we add all together all of our phosphorus goals, we have 8, or we have 62. And if we add together all the progress we've made, we have 8. So once you click that, you're going to go ahead and click Done. And then you have your table and your gauge. We can make a couple more. If you ever want to go and change something in your gauge, you just hover over it, go to this Configure Gear, and you can change things. For example, if I wanted to make it change colors as we progress, I can click Add a Threshold. So if we go up to 33% of our goal, we can select it and just make it this yellow-orange. Or I'm sorry, we can make it red. It's probably better for this purpose. You can add another threshold up to 66%. It'll be yellow. Yellow. And at 100% or more, we then have it be green. So that'll make it, as you can see, now up here in the little display, it's changed to red. So we know this is working properly. And we're going to go ahead and click Done. So now we have both of these. But then how do we make it so that when you click on one of your lakes, it filters this gauge to only show your goal for that lake? So you're going to go ahead to these three dots on the table and click Configure. Then you're going to head all the way down here to Actions. And you're going to click Filter. And we want it, when we click something, to filter the maximum value on that gauge, which will be lake. And then we want it to filter the normal value as well. So then we're going to go ahead and click Done. And then when we click on clamshell, for example, you can see that our goal changes to our 8 pounds of phosphorus goal. And then our progress changes to this 2.7, which is what's up here. So we're able to see visually how close we have gotten to that goal. And that's going to work for all of them that you put in here, as long as your goals layer is set up properly. And then to save your dashboard, just click the Save button. And there we go. That is how you make the dashboard. Adding data to this dashboard is also super easy. So for example, if I have another project on clamshell that needs to go in, I can just go right over to ArcGIS Pro, open up a blank one, and then go to Portal, find the layer that I want to add. This layer is named Academy Projects Demo. You can right click it, add to current map, and it'll add in all the projects. And then it's as simple as going to Edit, Create a new project. We can say it's on clamshell right here. Click check mark. Let's open the attribute table so that we can assign values. And this is the new one. Can just name it Smith. It's in the Pine River watershed. Its water body is clamshell. However we funded it, so for this one, Pine River Phase 2. Say we spent $5,000 on it for 0.5 acres, and let's say the phosphorus removed in this case is 3.54. We're going to click off, going to click the Save button. And once the Save button has been grayed out, we can go ahead and open back up our demo, our dashboard. And when we refresh it, we can see clamshell has now been updated to 6.3. It's as simple as that. Updates itself, makes it very easy to keep track of your data without having to run different queries and open Excel spreadsheets and all that. For something slightly more advanced, we can add a filter so that we can only show projects that are funded out of certain grant pools. You can set a filter for almost anything you want, whether that's the grant pools, whether that's a date period, whether we spent a certain amount of money on it. Just going to click this little computer screen here, which is the View button. Then you're going to click Add Header. You're going to click Done, and then Add Selector. We're going to choose Category Selector for this. And then we're going to go to, we're going to select Features, have it choose Projects, and we want it to filter by not the field name, but the field of primary source. As you can see, because we clicked in the middle, it added that, so let's just delete that and click it again. Primary source. And now you can see we have all of our options. But it's showing up each one individually. So let's go ahead and change it to grouped values so that it only shows up based on the primary source. Now you can see we have the two primary sources. Then you go over to Actions, and we want it to filter the value, and the table. So we're all set there. If you wanted to make it so that the user can select multiple different grants, we just change selection to multiple. But keep in mind that when you click and change the selection to multiple, it resets this action tab. So let's go ahead and turn those back on. Then click Done. We can close that, and we can see we have a selected category up here. If we click it, you can turn to just see the ones that are Pine Phase 1, just see the ones that are Pine Phase 2, or if we click on both, they both show up. And that's going to be all we're going to work on today. So that's how you create a dashboard in ArcGIS Online that can help you sort your goals.